Hello everybody and welcome back to Dishonored 2. The last time we played, we were in the Clockwork Mansion and we took out Kirin Jindosh. We also had to get Sokolov, who we did, in fact, rescue. Now, I did mention that last time I was going to go and get those other two bone charms off camera because they were kind of hidden, and I did do that, and I will show you what they are now. Mostly, the thing is that I want to move on from the Clockwork Mansion. This map is probably one of the most confusing maps, and in terms of exploration, is not actually the greatest. So it's kind of one of the reasons we're not spending that much time here. And we're just going to get Sokolov and we're going to head out of here. But I'll show you, of course, the bone charms before we leave. I did come back and pick up Sokolov, and I'm now sitting at the door. But as you can see, I did get them. So yeah. So in terms of the bone charms, the other two bone charms we got were blast resistant, which you take less damage from explosions, which is decent, but we're going to get rid of that. And then there is expansive spirit. Now, expansive spirit is one of those bone charms that I definitely want to use because it increases maximum mana. And of course, if you destroy this, you're not going to get the trait, so you want to keep that one. But we are going to get rid of blast resistance. And we are going to keep duelist skill for now. I do actually think there is more clockwork soldiers down the line, but we're not going to need it all the time. But we will keep it for now. Drinking mana elixir restores all mana. Sometimes we're going to definitely keep that as well. Now, in terms of lore and stuff, I did pick up one thing that I figured that you would want to see, which is last words. This was where I found one of the bone charms. Whoever might find this, are you trapped? I know only too well your situation. You see, these are my last words. I found a spot away from the clutches of those things, but for what? I have no food, no water, and now I grow weak. If there was a chance to escape, then I have missed it. Even writing this note saps any strength I had left. I thought I could beat this contraption, this terrible house, this thing that Jindosh had built, but it has beaten me. If only I had thought to bring water or a morsel of bread. And so I say goodbye to you, my reckless friend. Perhaps you too will die here. I'm sorry for that. If I become a ghost, then I will try to help you. Otherwise, fare thee well. Stanislaus Shepherd, juggler, magician, thief, braggart, and surely a fool. So, near one of the bone charms was that. Now, as I mentioned with the maps, the map of this place is not very helpful. Because it doesn't really give you much of anything. We've explored the laboratory, as well as kind of like the private area. It's really kind of over where the kind of like where the elevators are, that there's really a lot of stuff missing. We're going to be missing some things from this chapter, but it's, I'm fine with that, really, to be honest. Just because exploring around this is not really that great. Like I said, it's not really great for the playthrough, and you're not really missing all that much stuff. This also allows us to be able to get back to the boat. We'll be able to get Sokolov back there, and we'll be able to move on to the next mission. But of course, we did eliminate Jindosh without killing him, so that's really the most important part of the entire thing. And we'll also be able to stick Jindosh, we'll also be able to stick Sokolov in the carriage, and Send them back to the very beginning. So we can go to the lower Aventa district. Sokolov is still unconscious. But at least he's alive, right? Okay, so I don't know. Yeah, those look like they're hatters, all right, or the howlers. Excuse me. Okay, Megan, I brought him. Here he is.
You did it. How is he?
Frail and wounded.
Not very well.
But he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
All right.
Oh, well. Okay, well, we didn't kill anybody. Still in the assault non-lethal, though. So that's strange. See, we missed about 2,000 odd coins. We got all but one painting, all but one blueprint. All the runes, outside shrines, and bone charms, though, and we did rob the ticket booth, so. Another strange visit. You've awakened with a strange feeling. Oh, well, we're going to be talking to the outsider again. As you can see, we have a clockwork head here. Now that we've dealt with Jindosh. Oh.
The void again, but it feels different.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned Emily into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were closest sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
What's she playing at? Maybe how is the question.
Is that actually true?
I told you. When you're older, perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Isn't this... well... it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessie, what is your account?
It was her. Delilah's light. She broke it.
So basically, she has basically come and hurt my daughter. She became a witch of Brigmore. She wanted to ruin. I mean, originally from the first game, you remember, she wanted to try to take over Emily. And now that plan failed, she has come to claim the throne because she wants revenge. She's just bitter that she was taken advantage
I
of.
saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bed sheets in a brothel, I painted
Yeah,
on
so
the
it's all for
side
revenge.
until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
You're still a fucking witch.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. Here's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No.
Your sentence is served and you'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
It doesn't change the fact that she
How much
tried
of
to
this is
hurt
true,
an innocent
and how
girl.
much is Delilah's warped imagination?
It doesn't change the fact she tried to hurt a little girl for revenge. A girl that had nothing to do with it. I mean, if you wanted to have a claim to the throne because you're technically the closest relative, I guess, then sure. But you already tried to hurt Emily to begin with, and Dowd sought to
15 years
stop
ago,
that.
the Loyalist conspiracy asked me to kidnap Anton Sokolov, and I did. I took him from his home to the pub we were hiding in, and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? He laughed at us. He told dirty stories, taught Emily more than her governess could in 6 months. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
I miss you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Jessamine, Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
Of course not. She's driving all of this.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.
I'm turning off the mic so much, I'm coughing a little bit. Make sure Sokolov here. There's a thank you note here. It's something I should say to your face, but that's hard for me. Thank you for what you did, bring Anton back. What would I have done without him puttering around the ship, mumbling and stroking his greasy beard? I wanted to find him on my own, but hearing what you went through, I'm impressed. Anyway, enjoy this bottle from the Captain's Reserve. Good stuff. I got it from an aristocrat wanting quick passage out of Karnaca a while back. You'll need it now that Anton is back if you want to sleep. His snoring cut straight through the bulkhead. you're a fig wine. Hope I don't actually. Back on the desk. How about I put on? I don't want to break it. There, we'll put it right there. There we go. All right. So now we'll write the travel log. Royal conspiracy. Sokolov is safe. In the end, it wasn't me who stopped Kieran Jindosh, it was his own vanity. He built a machine to destroy intellect, hoping perhaps to use it on a rival like Sokolov. Jindosh never imagined to be used on his own mind. The greatest intellect of our day reduced to that of a confused child. So there will be no more clockwork soldiers. That part of Duke Abel's plan is ruined. I bet that gets his attention. And I've rescued Anton Sokolov. What's left of him, anyway. The man has aged since last I saw him. The intellect is still there, I hope, but physically he struggles in every way. To walk, to eat, to piss. Conditions on the boats exasperate his discomfort. Still, there's nothing to be done. For now, the dreadful whale's our only home. Delilah in the Void. I was in the Void, only this time it wasn't the outsider who met me there. It was Delilah Copperspoon. She's grown in power somehow and wanted me to see things through her eyes. She showed me her mother, left to die in a debtor's prison, and Jessamine, her half-sister, pampered in the luxury of her palace. Dunwall Tower, silks, fine tutors, grand feasts, while Delilah hid in the kitchen. Their shared father, Emperor Euhorn Caldwin, with his empty promises, telling Delilah she'd be a princess too, and soon. This was the past she wanted me to see, as she wanted me to see it. I wish I knew if it was all lies. Some of it was the ring of truth. So yeah, I mean, it's not that she's lying, it's just the fact that she's fucking bitter. Alright, so yeah, like I mentioned, we do have a clockwork head in there now. Might be some extra things to do, so let's first kind of look around before we...
For a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Good to see that you're still with us. Thank you for helping Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
I'm working on that. Believe me, the Duke has my full attention.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I'll do what I can, Alexandria.
Alright, letter from Luca Pastor. Dear Dr. Hypatia, I couldn't be happier about the news you gave me. The people here in Dust District desperately need someone like you. I understand that you cannot see patients in Adamire anymore and that it's too dangerous to go back to your apartment. I'll arrange something. We'll find you a safe place to hide and give free consultations as you suggested. I'll send word about it via the Miners Family Committee and some friends I have at the Silver Spike newspaper. Welcome back to the city. Luca Pastor. Blood of the Abel House. We've read that book already. She's doing alright here for herself. Sokolov is up and around, it seems. Hear him talking in there. Make sure there's no problems down here. We got some incendiary bolts, though. Okay, nothing for the heart. head upstairs real quick. Maybe some notes up here. I'm not gonna eat her bread and stuff. Make a phosphorus notebook. I've seen mean storm clouds gather only to disperse in an hour's time. I've seen monstrous waves in the distance towering like high hills, and that were only a ripple by the time they reached the boat. Things aren't right. They've never been. But at least everything's held in the center for a long while. Now I worry all the time. For me, for Anton, for everything. I should quit. Disappear again. Anyone else would, I think. Self-preservation is only natural. I could take my boat and go anywhere. Be anybody. Be nobody. Nobody again. I'd like that. I've had many different lives. Could I start a new one now? How many more do I have left? I'm so tired. I wish I could sleep and wake up as somebody else. Alright, well, let's go ahead and head back down.
Cool, though.
Ah, the Royal Protector has risen. A bad night? Maybe you've been sleeping on goose feathers too long.
Sit down when you want to talk.
Trip to the markets. Megan, I've thought of a few things I need when you go to into Karnaca. I'd get them myself, but you know what it's like for these old bones to walk so far. I need a smaller shirt. Seems everything I own falls off me now, and you're right. I suppose I need some soap. And a good hair tonic for my beard and what's left around the sides of my skull. You liked the Tivian stew I made last week, so if you'd like to have that again, get lamb if we can afford it. If not, don't worry. My appetite isn't what it used to be. A bit of bread and a few shrimp will get me through most days. But don't forget the wine. If that's not too much, I could use more paints. I'm out of cerulean, ochre, and ultramarine. Anton. Yeah, don't worry, Anton. We'll talk in a sec. Got a big old fucking fish. There's some food on. We'll start the briefing in a sec, Anton. Temporary closure of the conservatory. Dear patrons, due to an alarming increase in the Mai population with the full knowledge and approval of Duke Luca Bell himself, the Royal Conservatory will remain closed for the foreseeable future. Our apologies, B. Ashworth, Curator. So there we go. Jindosh out of the way as well. They're all connected
to Delilah Copperspoon, or is it Caldwin?
Sokolov's diary started painting again. My thoughts start here and there. I am at the whim of my aging brain. I smell an orange and it triggers a memory. All at once I am a boy back in school, suffering under the cruelty of Professor Oliphant. Her horrible wigs and smell of old wool. The wool reminds me of my suits. I used to have them custom made. The suits remind me that I was once a man of position. And then I am thinking of my own cruelties. Terrible deeds performed in the name of science, progress or profit. And I am flooded with regrets and guilt. Then, just as suddenly, I am hungry or thinking about my knees or a nap. If I could quiet my mind and apply myself to a task, say painting, like today, it is of little use. I find it odd that at a time when I thought I might enjoy some rest spent on my paintings, that my eyes are not as sharp as they need be, and my hands quiver unexpectedly. The smell of the paints assaults my nose and muddles my thoughts. Do they always smell so? Still, I have begun work on a canvas. I have no name for it yet. Reflection on the Continent, part 1. We're still looking for part 3. Game of cards back here. Hey Sokolov, you wouldn't happen to have a part 3 lying around somewhere here, would you? I did bust up your room, bud. I'm sorry about that. It's number 2 again. There's number 3. Alright, so at dawn, I set out with the group that forged east and included 2 other natural philosophers and 4 crew. Remember that the last time in the last book, they arrived. We We used blades to clear the vegetation that grew thickly here, and slowly made our way away from the shore up a steep incline. Our purpose was to gather samples of the native plants for our research journals. I found myself pressing leaves and stems between pages and taking copious notes on several pieces of flora I surmised no human had ever set eyes on previously. When suddenly Mr. Gravitt from the Academy began hopping about and screaming wildly. Chance had bade him pick up an unfortunate place to step. Aggressive ant-like creatures swarmed him from below. So many in number were his tiny attackers that we quickly lost sight of him under their onslaught. We finally managed to pull Gravitt from the insects, acquiring several painful welts where we had come to his aid. Mr. Gravitt, however, was bitten, or stung as I would eventually discover, so many times he was barely recognizable, swollen unto deformity over every inch of his person. Moaning like a sick bull, he expired before we could carry him back to the beach. Luckily, some of the creatures still clung to him, providing me with precious samples. Jesus. He really is a crazy dude back then, right? And then, of course, we had number 4, which I did grab. 2 dead on our first day on the continent, but the new world was not sated and would have have one more. None other than the captain himself. His group had found a cluster of small rodents, much like rabbits or prairie moles. The lure of fresh meat proved too much a temptation for our good captain, who had dined on scant fish and the same rations as the crew all those dreary months. He was able to grab one of the creatures with his bare hands, but the docile beasts were not so tame after all. Having allowed the captain to pick it up, the creature became enraged and delivered several stings from a gland hidden in its tail. The captain complained of heat and itching where the stings had penetrated, but insisted they pressed on. He died of asphyxiation within a quarter hour. It was suddenly obvious to me at this rate of attrition we would not only fail to sufficiently research the continent, but we might soon lack enough crew to make the return voyage. Something had to be done to save the venture, and so I immediately declared myself captain. On my orders, the remaining crew kept to the relative safety of the beach for the duration of the week. Though I sent 2 young academy students armed with nets and cages to fetch a live sample of the prairie mole that had so swiftly killed the captain. And first and foremost, ours was a research expedition. So there you go. Pandysia was not a good place to go. Alright, Megan.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge.
Crown Killer's in the other room.
I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous. As obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than I.
We already know about that.
If
Sisters.
Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
The Sisters of the Oracular Order, we already know about them. Alright. Let's head up. We'll get the fuck out of here.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
It's fine with me.
Yes, let's go.
Alright, so we're headed to the Royal Conservatory. This place is pretty cool. It definitely is kind of hard to get into, though. So we're going to be in the Syria Gardens District. Come on, hurry up and load.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember,
Fair enough.
if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Alright, so in the travel log, we have... Let's see here. Brianna Ashworth is my next target. Curator of the Royal Observatory. I don't think she's from Karnaca. Originally, I've seen evidence of her visits to Jindash's mansion. Sokolov confirmed that she's one of Delilah's lieutenants. I wonder if she keeps the same sort of surprises up her sleeves. Sokolov heard conversations about a device being built under Ashworth's supervision, the Oraculum. Something tells me it has nothing to do with the artistic enlightenment of the masses, and after hours visit to the Royal Conservatory will give me the answers I need. Alright, so, yes. She may have records about what happened 3 years ago. Vice Overseer Byrne has a hidden outpost near the docks. Okay. In terms of everything, we have plenty of things to get, as you can see. Runes there, and then plenty of bone charms. Okay. Alright, let's see what's in here, eh?
On account of my bad feet, I should be able to complain to someone.
Oh. Are you guys okay with me here? Apparently they are.
I'm hungry. Might be time to spring for fish cake.
Apparently these guys are okay with me here. Hello.
Look at this place. Might be time to head back to Potterstead.
If you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna snoop through your shit.
Step back. Don't get any closer.
Okay.
So many people trying to but where are you gonna go? There's money.
There's a paper down here. Silver Spike, palaces don't make kings. Read further at your own peril, my friends, for the truth is a dangerous thing. Any inbred highborn, or even the luckiest commoner, can wind up living in a mighty tower with a fancy title before their name. Those we consider to be made of finer material are in fact just as rough cut as the rest of us, guided by irrational terror and petty grievance. Did Jessamine Caldwin deserve our respect, or did she deserve the knife? Was the former Duke Theodonis Abel a fine ruler, as some say? Well, good readers, that depends on your perspective. Are you the craftsman struggling to profit on your fine cabinets, or are you the woodsman selling your lumber for the highest price? Maybe again you're the local lawkeeper, applying a tax to the woodcutting or the sale of the furniture. Truth is a variable. Consider Emily Caldwin or her infamous father, Royal Protector Corvo Otano. How did the Empire fare beneath them, good or ill? And now it's Delilah, painter and some say a cult figure. What will her time as Empress bring you and me down on the streets? None of the snots living in a palace know anything about the district, even Lord Corvo Otano, despite being born here. Would he recognize the place now, and would we recognize him?
But I can fix it. We don't want...
Okay, man. Fair enough. Fair enough.
2 coins for that cat lad? You will no more, thank you. Place is a dump anyway.
I hate this wool. It itches like mad. Why can't I wear my regular clothes?
Oh. Well, here, you can lay with this guy here. Oh, he's dead. Alright, so Liam Burns information to the Royal Conservatory. So obviously we're going to want to get that info. This will be a good place to bring bodies. I know I haven't, so let's go ahead and drop a save. Let's kind of want this guy to fucking turn around. Snooze, my friend. Snooze. You sit right there. Haha! So these 2 guards haven't moved, which I'm totally fine with. Let's see what's over here, shall we? Break shit. I'm gonna rob the place, I don't give a shit.
Should I start by cutting off your nose? Anyone help me! Or maybe I could sign my name across your forehead with a knife. Use you as a human billboard. Help!
All right, no one's coming.
Talk the bait. Let's go! Think you look tough, hiding your face?
Ooh! Damn dust. I've lost him. Good night, sweet prince. Just gonna let him sit there. Okay, so in terms of everything, it's ruined down here. Most of it's all over here, though. Okay. You can lay right there. You can sit next to her. Like the rat skewer.
Welcome. Obviously, you are someone with refined tastes. Please take a look around. We have the best wares for discerning. Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like? What a pleasant surprise to see you again.
Alright,
so artworks locked up in the conservatory where no one can see.
I don't have as much.
Truly a shame. I'm certain you'll
By
be
the safe combination though, that rune. Get your ass ruined by some
excellent choice. Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear.
In terms of upgrades, we'll upgrade the gun some more, a little bit. And in terms of hiding stuff, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hide the sticky grenade. We're going to hide the gun as well for now. We're going to put that back there.
Come in, my
Okay, so now that we've done that, we have a save combination. Building across from the Royal Conservatory infested with blood flies, but we have the save combo, so that's what matters. Alright, we have 2 bone charms. We don't want that. Roots. Yeah, how about increase my health? Probably do that. Health generation improved.
Always a delight to see.
Alright, there we go. So, associates. Right. There are guards up here.
I hope they accept my transfer. Got to get over to one of the other districts.
Conservatory closure extended. A representative from the Royal Conservatory confirmed today that the site's closure has been extended once again, with no promise of when it might reopen. Curator Brianna Ashworth could not be reached for comment. Readers will remember that an infestation of mites in the Roseboro exhibit forced the closure nearly 6 months ago, though there have been rumors that no exterminators have been hired. The Roseboro exhibit was to be a prestigious event, sponsored by the Academy of Natural Philosophy, with hopes of attracting numerous experts and guest lecturers from across the aisle. This important exhibition is now on hold indefinitely due to the extended closure. For hopeful visitors, there is nothing to do but wait for further word. Okay, so we're gonna have to take these three out. Talking upstairs? This door's open down here. Okay, so yeah. Huh.
How many more hours of this if I had a timepiece I'd know? I'm gonna guess, what, 3? Yeah, about 3 more hours.
Can I read? Of course I can read. What does he think? I'm stupid? I know all my letters, and then some.
Maybe there's another window somewhere around the other side. Maybe not. No, maybe there's a key of some kind that we can get. There's a guy in there. Oh my god! Holy shit! That guy just blew himself up. Oh my god. First of all, let's take a look around here real quick. It see if there was any other way to get in here.
Huh? What was that?
Here, let's go ahead and load. Here? Man, what? That guy blew himself up. And then that's going to count as a death for me. Because there's really nothing but that.
Open this door.
I just don't know what to do. I just don't know how to avoid that. I don't know how to avoid doing that, because if I break this... Hold on, let's see. Let's go back here. Because if I break that glass window, then he's gonna get up, right? And he's gonna come there. But I'm gonna also alert the other guards. But even that grenade's not alerting those other guards. That's why it's weird that this is. Oh, it's fucking too late now. Well, there we go. Otherwise, I'd have to load like 20 minutes back, so... Well, we're just gonna have to take the death, I guess. Oh, fucking well. I don't have possession. Otherwise, I could have possessed a rat to get in here. But I don't like having possession, because it's just a waste. Okay, burn... Take the bath salts. Take all that.
There once was a man from Old Lampro whose cock was as wee as a minnow. He tugged on it nightly, and ever so slightly, it grew to...
Gross. Oracular Order divided. A representative from the orders of the Oracular Order in Sarkonos paid a surprise visit this week to officials. At the Grand Palace, delivering a message that calls... We read that? I think we read that, yeah. Note to the Overseer. Overseer Ogburn, I should be back within a few days. Continue to compile information on Brianna Ashworth's activities despite the odd letter we received from our Oracular sisters in Calero. It's not like NIMP to issue a proclamation without certainty, but I know I'm right about Ashworth. My gut tells me she's a threat. That said, the Howlers are my priority. This conflict with Paolo could affect our influence in Karnak for years to come. Yours and the stricture Overseer Liam Byrne.
I wonder if the rumors are true about the ground killer. The Royal Protector, really?
Oracular Order, is that new? No. Okay. Okay, Royal Conservatory map. This is our...
Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Info.
For a while, I believed Ashworth had some connection to the occult in Karnaka. Something is happening that I don't understand. The Overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition.
Once they say something's amiss, I just can't get comfortable.
By my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Over to one of the other
I thought she was part of the Oracular Order, though. This dead ass man can sit here now. Sorry, dude. Okay, so we still need to deal with all these fuckers up here. Question is, can I deal with them? How they are. Oh, I totally missed these coins.
What wouldn't I give for a bottle of pear soda?
An entire shipment of whale oil tanks just gone. Taken right from under their noses. Idiots.
A, B, C, D, E.
Oh, the look on his face. Well, who was he expecting? The Empress? What a fool.
So now this guy's just noticed his friend has been knocked out.
You can't stay hidden forever.
Like, is he gonna come over here or? Nope, but he's gonna. Good night, lady. Now. Their wall light just shut off. So now they're like, what the hell's going on? So now other guy's coming back.
Where'd you go?
Nighty night, sir. You and your friend can lay right there. Take that. And we'll look around, see if there's anything else nice. Take, oh. Windmill operation. Check wind speed. Windmill will only turn with sufficient speed. Danger! High wind may overcharge security systems. See opinions while light. Ensure gearworks are free of debris. Oil mechanism in accordance with schedule. Remove nesting animals or vermin such as birds, rats, or bloodflies. During emergency, disengage windmill using lever. Located on maintenance platform. Windmill disengage. Check wooden blades for cracking or loose supports. Wax wooden blades in accordance with schedule. Periodically, gears, blades, and other parts must be repaired or replaced. We got this guy here, we got this guy here.
Now let's get these shipped.
I wonder who that was.
Oh my god.
Damn. I thought I heard blood flies for a second.
What? I'm about half sure there is something going on. Next time.
Oh my god. Alright.
Intruder!
Shut the fuck up.
There was... Where did... Am I going crazy?
Yes, you're going crazy.
I thought that...
You know nothing.
I swear I saw something.
Well, that's what you get for coming over here. You shouldn't have come over here, bud. You shouldn't have come over here. Okay, so we've gotten that taken care of. We have this over here. Let's see here.
whatever it involves missing Slate, at least send me.
There's some just jelly deals. Oh, it's a lady. Mine collapses. Numerous casualties. Yeah, okay. Representative from the Miners Family Committee reports that another silver mine has partially collapsed, leaving 8 miners injured and killing 12. The committee maintains that the Duke's unrealistic production goals were the true culprit. Citing the overlong shifts that had been in practice since mine owner Amaris Stilton disappeared, the mines are now managed directly by the Grand Palace until such a time as Stilton returns or until a new director can be found. However, the Grand Palace's official statement blamed the collapse on human error and threatened to arrest anyone found guilty of demoralizing the people of Karnaca. We at the Karnaca Gazette certainly support the effort to maintain Serkonos unity. Our thoughts go to the families of those injured or killed. I'm gonna take all this lady's stuff. She's gonna sleep all through it. That's her fault, isn't it? Not mine. For sale. Okay, so we can go through here now. Oh. Ever.
That lavender tincture. It's good in spells and all that. She might want to rinse that foul mouth of hers with it too.
So yeah, these are witches sent by Delilah. Some bitch. Ain't gonna get me. We can go back to the black market and buy stuff anyway.
Well, what a pleasant surprise to see you again.
Yeah, I need some more sleep darts if you don't mind.
Excellent choice. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
Let's see here. That's for reload, accuracy.
All those valuable artworks locked up in the conservatory where no one can see them. Truly a shame. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose.
Well, might as well.
Farewell, and do think of us again.
Alright. Drop another save here.
Did anyone ever find out what happened to Burleton and Lieutenant Culbers?
They probably ran off, you ask me. Must have had a thing for each other.
No, she went missing a day before you.
Alright, so we have this bone charm here. Movement is slightly faster in stealth mode. Absolutely, we want that. More woes afflict Dust District residents. The situation inside the Batista District continues to deteriorate and at a rapid pace. Not long ago, the area prospered under the watchful eyes of mining operation owner Aaron Stilton, but the well-liked workers' advocate disappeared 3 years ago under suspicious circumstances, and since then the entire district has been afflicted by increasingly foul air and gang violence. A functionary from the Grand Circonan Guard admitted that the group has essentially abandoned the area. It's simply too dangerous, he said, of the crime inside what is now commonly called the Dust District. The overseers and the damned howlers fight for control of the streets, while skirmishes every day, assassinations, torture, and so forth. After a while, we just decided to withdraw and let the two have it out, he said. Sealed it all up behind a few well-placed walls of light.
A new empress sits on the throne in Dunwall. Our rightful ruler, Delilah Caldwin, the first of her name. May she reign.
Howlers don't play. Winnow, you want to know what happened to the owner before you? When he says no more payouts and that's that, we says, alright, you got us, and left him alone. Then we paid one of his friends to take him fishing a week later. They were out on the water all day, real good day, caught a lot of fish. Coming back, his friend gave him a letter from us and ran off. In it, I spell out how the bait they were using all day was bits of his mother. Howlers don't play, you piece of shit. You got 3 days. Blue Jaw Jake.
Forever. There are some traitors who question her claim to the house.
Well, I'm gonna take this money.
Treasonous nations skulking in the cold blue north.
Feel safe. What is wrong with this city?
Oh, yeah, very. These tips as well.
Once I told her 1,000 times, it ain't my job to check on the grinders. Sometimes I think she's deaf on purpose.
Here we got runes.
Years of my life before that. That much.
You look great. Enrico said to give you his regards.
That donkey-faced cretin can open his wrist for all I care. Did you bring me something?
Alright, we'll disarm that. Whispers from the Void. Oh yeah, we've read that. Oops, just want to drop this. There's a ton of tripwires here. Really want to be careful. Alright. Let's take the Outsider Shrine runes, shall we?
Look at you, making your way across this shuddering city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated baker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that. Never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Alright, we have 2 runes. I think I'm going to save to start crafting runes, because that'll actually make it a lot better for us. I mean, do that, but if we're going to be able to start crafting runes, then don't really necessarily need to worry about that.
Who opened this door? Maybe the wind or something.
People in Karnaka, this is the Duke. Some of you have questioned the stricter mining orders and the new taxes levied by the Grand Circonian Guard. Let me answer all of this rousing it was. Disloyalty and sedition will not be tolerated. Look at Duncan Hales, like the friend. He's a patriot, a man who won't stop until he has turned every bit of this land silver into shiny gold.
Oh, that blood amber. Sure. I'm about to waste a sleep dart on that asshole. Corrupt bone charm. Is. Alright, let's see what we got here. Enemies miss more often with ranged attacks. You're more visible to enemies. Okay, well, I sure as shit don't want that. So we're gonna sacrifice that. Okay, so the code is 364. Nice. Tons of money. Let's take this painting. Grab that. Pilfered safe combination. I'm certain I saw one of my students at the lecture writing down the combination for my safe. That silver spoon dilettante who dilettante wants to make a career as a newspaper journalist. Sneaky fuck, he's chosen a fitting career, and his snobby cousin operates the black market shop nearby. So it must run in their well-heeled family. Now I need to ask Margaret to change the combination of my safe. Okay, well, we got all that. Might have heard me, but it doesn't really matter because they can't get up here. There's a bone charm this way.
Where do you think you're going?
Running!
What the?
Hey.
Boy! Come here, clever!
How did you do that? This won't take long.
What?
Wait, this isn't.
Jesus, god damn it. Might as well just fucking load. Need to get up to there, but I can't get there from where I was standing, apparently. God. What was it again? 6-4. Okay, we got that.
Who are you? Stop!
This head of yours is worth its weight. Come
Wait
back
for my
here.
signal.
God damn it. Just wasting these fucking darts. It forces me to have to go back and then buy more. It's not that I don't have the money to do it, it's just I have to run back here every fucking time to do it.
Welcome back. Please, take your time. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose.
It's just like they all cluster up in like one area. Alright, let's grab them, put them all together. Not dead, is she? No, okay. Didn't kill her when they were shooting at me. They're all alive.
The Royal Conservatory. What do those walls hide?
Okay, there we go. So as you can clearly see, they're just...
What was that? Are you alright?
Damn.
I wonder who that was.
Yeah, we're not doing too well, are we? I mean, you know, I kind of don't have patience to just do this shit over and over. I mean, I have plenty of money to be able to just buy more sleep darts.
An excellent choice.
But still.
It was a pleasure to serve you.
Annoying when you have like 7 or 8 fucking guards all around. You know, it's like, do we really want to, does everybody just want to sit and watch me, you know, circle around for 2 fucking hours? I don't think so.
What the? Stop! Later, I'll be laughing over rum about how he... No use running!
See? Just... tell them... Okay, well... lay there. You can lay here. You can lay there. You can lay there. There's still 3 fucking dudes over here.
Close from the fountain to the conservatory basement. There was work being done, so there's a grate missing. Maybe somebody crawled in there and died.
Disgusting. You'd think someone inside the conservatory would complain.
The place is mostly shuttered, but somebody's still inside. There was a delivery from Jindosh Clockworks a few days back.
Whatever they're doing, I'd be happier if the gate wasn't so close to that fountain.
Come on. Now's not the time for a nap.
Go. Sit right there. You can sit right next to him. And you can sit right. There we go. now I need to get up here. I guess we'll see if we can get in. No, see, we can't. Oh no, we can. Oh well, it missed me. Okay, let's see what we have in this. Rat swarms include more white rats. I really don't care. Sacrifice that one as well. Learn the trait, but I don't give a shit to use it. Map here. It has the Roseboro prototype circled, by the way, right there. Opportunity. I have a new assignment for one with your unique talents. I'd like you to retrieve the old Roseboro prototype on display in the Rose Conservatory. It's like well protected, but I'll double the finder's fee. Bring it back to me at the shop. MV. So there we go. It's a prototype. We can actually take that health potion, so we can grab this one down here. Okay, so we've got that.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
Wouldn't miss that.
Hi. How are you guys? You don't have anything I want, so don't worry. You're good. So everything is further in there. Door is blocked. Can't actually go through there. Door's also blocked. Okay, so that's blocked off there. We did shut off the tower. These guys are all dealt with. That pouch. I have one left. The bar that was upstairs. Okay, so let's go, and we're gonna go buy some more sleep darts, and all the way back for some more sleep darts.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
A shame. In that case, I have a proposition for you. Recover the Roseboro prototype for me, and I'll pay you the finder's fee and something extra.
I'll think about it.
Take a look at what I've got for sale while you think. Welcome back. Please, take your time.
Alright. Blinds enemies, causes wolfhounds to flee, causes witches to flee. Do that one.
An excellent choice. Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry. All those valuable artworks locked up in the conservatory where no one can see them. Truly a shame.
Okay, so I think that's gonna do it for this part. Now that we've gotten this whole area and everything dealt with, we have to still get the Roseboro prototype. We still have to get into the conservatory, but in terms of everything else is like in here. Guards. There's a dog. It's a witch dog, though. It's a witch's wolfhound. It's not a regular wolfhound. When we kill it, we have to break the skull, or it will regenerate. Like that. You can see that bastard. Okay, that's blocked off. We can open this door. There's one on the other side. Other side with that. Down in. Bull flies though. Okay, so next time we come back, we will continue heading inside so that we can with the Roseboro prototype. We will, there's probably some guards over there as well, but we will, yeah, we'll continue with all this. Like I said, it's a little difficult to get in here, so, yeah, we'll probably go in this door down here next time. So, that's going to do it for this part. I will see you all on the next one. Take care, and goodbye.